band of pirates, and the villagers have hired our mercenary group to get rid of these nasty little guys. And my team is just entering the village. And just some basic dialogue setting up what's going on. Basically, get rid of the pirates. Do it quickly, we pay you. So now, once they say they're all ready, they are in position. It brings up this menu. I mentioned this in the previous installment of this game, that I would gain people throughout the game. And so now in the choose units area, you can see that I have more people. And at the top it says you can select no more, because I have 4 in the group. And I'm happy with the group of 4 that I currently have in place. If I want, I could take, and swap them around, but I'm not going to do that. It also gives you a reposition option, which I'm not going to need to use here, but Ike is wherever he lands when they put him down. You can't move him. And then if you have weaker characters, like mages and clerics and such, that need to kind of be protected more, you would maybe move them if they were in the front to somewhere behind, kind of like our archer Shinon is in the back, because he can attack from a distance. Not to say he couldn't be hit depending on the weapon somebody has, but right now I'm satisfied with where everybody is. You could look at the map if it was a huge map. You can look at your items, see if there are any unique terrain conditions and things like that that are going on, and save or fight, which is what we're going to do. We're going to begin. So, I'm going to bring him out here and let him attack. And this guy can't move super far. So I'll let him attack. And he missed. And he missed too. Good times. Ike, I'm going to put here. Yeah. And attack this person. So he is now out of our way. And every time you play this, it's a little bit different each time. You have to kind of change your strategy up a little bit, as to who is where or attacks with what weapon and all that. It just depends on what you got. Okay, and as mentioned before, you can finish your number of movement spaces out. And now it is the enemy's turn. Now, Shinon is pretty quick, so he evaded that move. You notice he didn't attack back because he can't. That is just his weapon is a ranged weapon, and he can't attack once. He has to be at least 1 square in the distance away from that person. There's 1 pirate down. And like before, we want to take somebody over here to visit. Anytime you see an open door like that, you can go visit whoever's there. This is an unknown person. And talking about it's plagued by pirates and all that. And we get an elixir which is a nice health potion to have. I'm gonna go ahead and move her here. Everybody's gonna come after her. I could have done my unequipping her weapon trick, but I'm just gonna keep her back with the rest of the group and then let the enemy do what the enemy's gonna do. So they take their turn. Ike took a little bit of hit. And again, this is why I don't often in the beginning like to put her there, because she just kills everything that attacks her, and because she's the closest, she's just gonna take them all out. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. We're gonna have plenty of battles to fight, but yeah, we got a vulnerary. That's always good. So basically, because of that, this battle's gonna go by a lot faster than normally would have. And now it's my turn again. This should be interesting. Yeah, because he can't go too much farther. He's a great archer. Okay. So we're gonna bring him here. That's as far as he can go. I'm not gonna use a vulnerary on him right now. Can't move him any farther. Although, I can put him here and do this nifty little shove thing. And that way he's one step closer for his next turn. Can attack. And she's leveled up. That's a pretty good one. And I'm just gonna wait. Now we have a new character who's come on to the scene. And she's not real happy with these guys, as you can tell by her dialogue. She wants to know where her brother is. And they're saying some not so nice things about her brother. And just trying to skip through this because clearly she is going to want to fight them, and I have no control over her. She is not a player color in blue or an enemy in red. She is green, and she's all on her own. Now, I can bring Ike up here, and since he is the leader, you notice that the talk option opened up. So I'm going to talk to her. And then Ike convinces her, not to give up on finding her brother, but that she needs to basically go take off so she doesn't get hurt, because this is what they basically do for a living. And so she takes that advice. And I'm going to wait. And I'm going to wait. Okay. And now we wait for them to make their move. This time I left her kind of off the ramp there a little bit. He has a hand axe, which you can see he tried to throw at me and was not successful at hitting me. And now I have a hand axe, which one of my characters can use. I'm going to trade with him. I'm going to give him that sword that I was holding, and I'm going to take that hand axe. because that is a useful item to have. And I'm going to have her just wait. And I'm going to go up here. And he's going to wait as well. And we're going to have him wait here. And let the enemy do what they will. Hopefully nobody dies. If they die, I reload and I start over again. Okay. So now, let's see. I don't want to attack him with that guy yet. Okay. I'm gonna move him away. Because you can't use a vulnerary and attack in the same turn. No, I can't attack from here. Too far away. If I had a different bow, I could, but I don't. So we're gonna leave it up to her, since right now she's the only one who can reach this person. And he only has 8 points, so. And then we'll see. They're gonna go after him because, like I said, he can't attack back. He can just evade. And we've got our boss in play now as well. He's the one that we have to beat to finish this battle. And let him attack. Nice. Alright, move him back 1 so he can also attack. Get rid of that guy. And now can put Ike up here. And they're gonna have a little dialogue. And Ike just took some pretty good hits right there. Now, Titania, I can move all the way around and use her regular axe, or I could stay right here and use her hand axe. But since I can, I'm gonna bring her over here and hit him with this one. And he is gone. I acquire a band, and the battle for that ship and for the town to get rid of the pirates has gone well. And of course then we get paid, so yay. So the townspeople are happy, my people are happy. And this gentleman's making a suggestion to them. And he wants them to go fight for their country instead of fighting as a band of mercenaries. So, we'll see what happens about that. So, she's happy. He's always making people mad. See, he says they're wasting their talents. So it's a difference in philosophy as far as which character believes in what. Is it about the glory and the money, or is it about doing the right thing? We have a new character coming in. This character is Soren. He is a mage. And Miss really wants to talk to her brother, but he's dismissing her because he has more important things to do than talk to his little sister at the moment, at least he thinks. Um, so he's saying they have some information. So Soren comes in, and he is going to eventually become like our chief strategist type person and tell us about some of the enemies or the locations even that we fight as we go along through this game. And like I said, he is a mage, so eventually we get to use some pretty cool spells. And I really like magic users. So basically, Soren was away training, and he's discovered some information. And they like to show this map of part of the continent that they live on. And they're going to show you that first dot on the upper right is the capital, and that's where the royalty and rulers, therefore, of the country live. And our little band of mercenaries is located at the flashing dot down to the left. And Soren is telling them that he was, doing his research and his work, and some bad things happened. Everybody attacking in black armor. And it was the Dayan army, which was another country which is nearby. This is King Ashnard. He is the ruler of that country that is invading Dayan. This is the brother of the king of Crimea, who is leading the forces into battle. And they don't know what's going on. It's the gist of it, how this battle turned out, and all of that good stuff. So they have to decide, what they're gonna do. And basically she's saying, hey, this is where we live, this is where we basically work. We should probably go check it out. But then there are other people who think that they should just stay out of it altogether. And Commander Grail therefore decides after this discussion that they really need to determine more about what's going on, and so he's going to send his son out in charge to kind of figure out what's going on and report back so that he can maybe make a better informed choice or decision as to what they need to do. So just waiting for this, and Mist is talking to him. And he got a regal sword. Father told me to give it to you. Bring me a souvenir. Everyone always wants a souvenir, like as Ike says, like, they're going on vacation. They're not going on vacation, they're going to check out the scene of a battle. So here's all our folks. And I could skip through this, but this is kind of storyline important for right now, so I'm going to let it go. Once again, Ike is doubting himself, that he is put into a position of leadership, you know, and other people have faith in him, and he just doesn't have faith in himself. And something is about to happen. And there are corpses everywhere, as he says. And they're saying that the invading army seems to be the bulk of the bodies that they're seeing lying around them. Fortunately for us, we don't actually see those bodies. They're just trying to determine whether the king's brother was maybe in charge of the battle that occurred there. They really don't know. And now they're being attacked by Dayan soldiers. Move in and kill them all. Okay, so now they are getting there, and of course, Shinon has to tweak Ike a little bit by making some snarky little comments. Alright, interesting. And the lady has woken up. My Lord Grail. He's saying to thank Ike because Ike brought her here. And Lord Ike, you have my gratitude. And now we have an interesting situation. So she's going to trust Elincia Riddell Crimea. She is the daughter of the king of Crimea, basically. So we have just rescued somebody who is very important. She also has really cool hair. So they didn't know that the king had children because she was hidden from the public. Her uncle was supposed to be the next king, and they kept her hidden to prevent issues. So she, therefore, is not really well known, and they need to know what has happened to her father, the king, and she says her mom and dad are dead. So she was told to seek refuge in Gallia, which is another neighboring area, that King Kanagus would grant her sanctuary, so that's where she was gonna go. She's feeling pretty guilty right now because everyone died for her. So people are going to be looking for her, and she needs protection. Night falls. She used to be a royal knight, as you could see. So, from what Titania remembers, she looks like her parents. And they're soldiers. Lots of them. Turn over the princess. That's what they want. It confirms her identity. And Soren always comes off as a jerk, too. Turn her over. We want them to be our friends and be in our debt, although they live in the country that she is from. Of course, Gatry judging everything based on her beauty. So, they think that she'll be killed if they turn her over, so he thinks they should help her. So does a lot of the group. We escort the Princess to Gallia. I don't hear anything. Silence in all directions. We're surrounded. Okay. So it's zooming in. Our people are gonna all run out. I'll go and hold the rear entrance. Like you're in command. Don't let them take the front. So, Commander Grail's now gone. This is the Dayan soldier saying the mercenaries have taken up arms. Now we are fighting with General Dakova, who is leading the charge against our happy little band of mercenaries. And he says, we've been told to do our best to deliver alive and uninjured. Slay all but the princess.